Foreign Tongue is the story of a woman who has a disastrous love affair in Los Angeles and runs away to Paris to get away from her sadness and misery, and she falls into a job translating a mysterious erotic novel, and at the same time starts a love affair with a handsome French actor. And from there, things get better and then they get worse. But it's a story about Paris, and it's about a love of the French language and the difference between French and English, and the joys of the two languages. My character, Anna, is half French and bilingual, like I am, and has French nationality. So writing a character who chose to run away to Paris and live there for as long as she wanted to was no big stretch. I also did have a terrible, catastrophic love affair that ended badly, and I went off to live in Paris and lick my wounds. So that was the starting point that we have in common. There's been so much written about Paris, both by French people and Americans, but I didn't think there was a book written by someone like me who was, had grown up with both cultures. The amazing thing about Paris is that it's so accessible to everyone. It's very much a city on a human scale. You can walk it. I bike around Paris all the time to get around. And so I think everyone has their own version of Paris, whether you go there for 2 days or you live there for 2 months every year, the way I did for many years. One of my favorite spots in Paris is my neighborhood in Paris, which is also my character's neighborhood, which is the 11th. It's known nowadays as Bobo Land in France, Bobo being bourgeois bohemians. It's got a Chinese area called Belleville just up the street for great Chinese food. It's got a whole Eastern European population, so there are lots of Eastern European markets. And there are these old canals that have nothing to do with the Seine. They're the barge canals. And you can walk along those canals, and they have overhanging bridges, and they're really charming, and not everyone knows about them. And that neighborhood has become really trendy lately, so there are cafes and stores and restaurants all around there, and it feels kind of young and hip and fun and off the beaten path.